Oh God, guys, we're live. Right, we have got one of I call him a defector of Apex TV because he's pretty much he was on his channel, and this is Grant. He was a time traveler on the Apex TV show. Pretty much, I guess you would say they're deleted now. Would you say, Grant? Yeah, they're deleted.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, unless they're keeping it private. But I'm not sure if they are they? They're you don't know if they're still hanging about unlisted or anything.
I think they're just, sitting around on his computer or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. So, guys, what we're going to do is Grant's going to just tell his story pretty much from, where it first started with Apex TV and what goes on, really. And that's really it, I guess. And you guys can ask some questions if you want to. And we'll get to the nitty gritty. So, I take it did he approach you to do the time travel videos, or are you a personal friend, or if you can hear me? You still there, Grant? It's gone quiet. You still there, dude? No. Let's have a look. I hope my phone's just not internet connection. Still going. You still there, dude? Let me ring him back. Oh, I think it was me. Still there?
Jesus, man, I'm having some tech problems.
Yeah, no, so did I. I had a disconnection then. I had a bit of a disconnection. But did you hear the question I said?
I'm sorry.
I said, did Apex TV, did they approach you, or what happened? Did you approach them, or?
November, I sent them via email.
Yeah.
The whole thing started up.
So did he? I guess because you told me earlier that you done it free of charge, so he didn't offer you any money or
nothing like that. If he did, I'd probably deny it anyway.
Yeah. So what really happens for the interviews? Like, you said the first one. Did you do many or just one?
I just did one, but we were going to do a lot more possible interviews, and also another guy contacted me that said he was part of the channel, but he might have just been a troll. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we get that. Well, we get them a lot anyway. We had we had one called La La Leslie. I don't know whether you've seen it on the channel. And they sent us a picture from like a game telling us it was a future. So I was like, yeah, we'll just cover it, and then just go from there. Guys, you can leave questions in the chat as well if you want to ask some questions about what goes on. So I take it most of the time you're using scripts. Is that right? Most of the time.
It wasn't my interview, but I come up with my own story basically. But basically, I think there's a kind of buzz that a lot of people will contact Apex. He doesn't really he might hire actors. You never know, but.
Yeah, because he always says like, "Oh, people contact him," but I in the recent events, with the Noah thing.
Yeah, I'm kind of skeptical of like some people contacting him, but I think a majority of people did. Besides,
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion.
There's a lot of people. I do know there is a lot of people on his Discord who may have, say, mental disabilities. Would you say? There's nothing wrong with that, but the story. I mean, there was stories about that he used somebody who had a disability, and I can only say it's only a story because I don't know if it's true or not. I don't want to give that person's name either, but you know, he does attract that type of crowd. Unfortunately, but you know, he gets a lot of stories, I guess, from you know, from them kind of people. But
you know, if you know the Apex team approached him, or he kind of approached them.
yeah, so that was one thing, because you just said the team. Is there more than one person running that? Do you know?
The man in the videos, I believe, is the CEO, because you know he's the founder of it.
Which one's that? What video?
And in every sorry, the man with in every video, basically, you know.
Oh.
The host, you know.
Well, the one that he interviews, the Noah one.
Yeah, the guy with the shades.
Yeah. So there's a question in the chat. Hold on a sec. You didn't have any interactions with Noah, did you?
Well, we did. We were going by a story where we knew each other at one point.
Right.
Live stream together, but that never really happened because
yeah,
came up, so they had to cancel.
Well, I guess you can't confirm if he's a friend of ApexTV's, can you? I guess you can't confirm that, or do you not know?
Like that.
What's that? Sorry, it jumped.
Asking what my story was.
Yeah. But
basically,
go on.
oh, sorry. What?
It's because there's a bit of a jump and a delay. Do you know what I mean? There's just a bit of a tech issue. Yeah. So
okay, probably is.
yeah, just a bit. Yeah. So you tell us, you know, your story, how you see it, and how things went down with that, and you know, tell us how things went really. Explaining. Oh, we got jump again.
Also, kind of got slurred speech, so that doesn't really help.
That's all right. That's all right.
But I think I started saying, you know, this is true, and I kind of brought a little of my reality to story. So I went off and said I dropped out of high school.
Yeah.
Of a company, a lot like a Radio Shack. But basically, this was in Nevada.
Yeah.
What I was claiming at the time, I said basically it was more like a military base in Nevada, and they operated in this place called 51st, which is also known as Area 51, I guess.
Yeah.
And, I said some pretty messed up stuff where you know, did stuff into your like testicles and stuff like that.
You
like
gotta
nitroglycerin in your balls and stuff like that. Chemicals, you know. And we'll make your voice high for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You'll sound like shit, man.
Yeah. Did he use a voice changer during that you know, these interviews, or?
No, I decided to use my real voice, but if I ever was going to do a web webcam. I was gonna wear a hood, a mask, and some shades, or like a scarf, some shades. You know?
So you'd be the second Apex TV. You'd be sitting there like two people with shades on. Hey, that's mad. So basically, most of it was scripted. I take it after like the first interview, I guess.
Well, I believe it was scripted on after the first interview on Noah's behalf. I believe it was going to be scripted.
Yeah.
But on my behalf, it won't be. But I'm not that sure. But yeah, that's what I believe.
Yeah. So I take it you didn't do many videos. I take it there weren't that many.
Schedules that I meant.
What's that? Sorry, my.
Yeah, just dreams I miss.
Yeah. That's right. My dog just started barking during this. But yeah. Maybe I'll answer this, but you that's up to you. But it is how is Matt in real life? I guess you'd only know him from an internet perspective, wouldn't you? You would only know him from your text chats.
Well, yeah, he's a pretty good guy, and I'd say his channel, it's for entertainment purposes only, but he's a pretty honest guy. What I've seen of him, and
yeah,
pretty me. I think a lot of people are starting to make assumptions onto their opinions.
Yeah.
Which I respect their opinion. The channel's fake, all that.
I mean,
I respect their opinion, but they shouldn't be lacing. Releasing. My bad. Like his face and his address and all that. It's just messed up.
Yeah, I don't believe in releasing his face address, but there was a case where I was sent the YouTube channel, of like his old vlogs. I mean, I've never had a problem with Apex. Never. I've never had like an issue with him. It's always been, amicable. It was only till recently, that he thought I turned on him, but it's not the case. But but at least we know he's still, he's still a good guy and stuff. Because people keep saying like he's a psychopath, he's this, he's that. I mean,
he's just a guy that's trying to entertain,
Yeah, I guess he found something that worked for him though. That's the thing, and he doesn't want to kind of differentiate from that. If you know what I'm saying, he doesn't.
Content maybe could change. Even the some stuff in the entertainment industry.
Yeah. Because he's earning a living for himself, but some people say like, he's frauding people, but so there's not. Go on.
People will kind of leave him out of their own free will, so it's not really his problem. I mean, he's just trying to entertain.
Yeah. There is actually another question, actually directly for you. Do you ever regret doing the time travel videos? Do you ever regret like approaching him to do them, or that's not my question, by the way, that's in the chat.
I never did regret it because I've met some pretty nice people, including on this Discord, just to talk to when I'm bored.
Yeah.
And just talking about the subject of like making my own story and all that. It was kind of cool. I do feel bad for kind of lying to people on the internet, but
yeah. But do you feel
which doesn't really help my case, but I apologize for that.
Yeah. But do you feel that sometimes that's what goes on the internet? It's all like you can be somebody else on the internet. It can be fabricated. You can be whoever you want to be, if you know what I mean. I know that you've got the kind of lying part, but you know, you can kind of be somebody else, can't you? You can have you can have that like that a different persona.
Yeah.
So
Because actually it probably basically, yeah, there's a lot of people online that kind of say who they are.
yeah.
Like, I'm saying who I am, but I'm adding a fake false story to it.
Yeah.
Coming out fake, you know, it's now obviously, but like I didn't even get lots of believers anyway once I was telling the story. So.
Yeah. See, did you ever meet? Because I've just had another question. Did you ever meet that Stormy Storm? You know. I think you know who I'm on about. You know that?
Yeah, she on Discord, yeah.
Yeah. Because it's believed that she's part of the actual whole thing. I mean, obviously, you don't have to answer any questions you don't feel you want to. But that's what we've heard from a few people, like that she's part of the whole thing. But I don't know 100%.
I'm not sure either, but I do know like Stormy and Apex. I think they're into a relationship now, so I guess they could kind of seem that way.
Yeah.
Met Apex on Discord, and Noah and
it's like internet dating kind of thing, in a way.
Kind of like weird MySpace ads that used to give you a virus.
Yeah, that's true. My mind has just gone blank on me for some reason. But
Storm is doing is she's been sometimes like I don't agree with her, like I don't know, banning people for their opinions, but I really like how she is advocating,
well, it seems, because if they aren't dating, she's looking after him, which is fine, if you know what I mean. It's fine. But it does seem that they are dating, but they're banning people off their Discord for sharing.
That's the thing I disagree with. Yeah.
For sharing an opinion. I always had a good relationship with Matt, and it was a case of like, if I saw something in his videos and said to him, look, say for example, the locations where he records, we would find out what they are, and I'd say, just by looking at his videos. But he always said to me, you can share your opinion. It's good to have, both sides of the story. But now it seems that he's shutting people out that have got a difference of opinion, saying that he's fake. But I guess he's trying to. Would you agree that he's just trying to, like, look out for himself? I guess. Would you agree to that?
That's his doing, because I think he's been a little less active on Discord ever since the whole incident where people been giving personal information about him.
Yeah. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with giving out his personal information. I really
agree with people having opinions against him. The whole thing with like some, I think there are older moderators that did, but it just, I thought it was kind of messed up. Then you got people threatening him to some really violent stuff. It's just I don't really know what.
I don't know if this is true, and I'm not sure if you will know, but there is a Matt that I nearly said the last name. I'm not allowed to do that. But there is a Matt that comes in a different Discord, and we can't verify if it's him or not. But he was saying that somebody turned up at his door. I don't know whether you've heard about that. I don't know if you have. but that's what we were.
I think I heard Apex and a few other dudes believe they had a little incident with the FBI, or it might have been some fake FBI guys.
Oh, because I heard about that. I heard about the whole. They thought it was the FBI following him, and it was just people pissing around. If I remember, I'm not sure, but so
Sorry, man.
That's all right. So what happened basically? You know, when it all fizzled out, did it end amicably? Did was there any arguments once it ended, or for your character, so to speak? Because you said you did another one, didn't you? You said this one was your main one, and some other one you said, if I believe.
I don't know if it was a troll or not, but there's this man but on Skype he contacted me. He's like, "Hey, would you like to ever be like a double for Slim or something?"
Yeah.
Sir, who is this? I work at Apex, and Apex, he never mentioned this guy. He's like, "So how would you ever be like the new Slim in some videos?" And Slim would come back, the original actor.
Yeah.
And,
so
I'm not even sure, if you actually buy the Apex company at all.
Yeah. No, I'm just basically looking at whether his character in the end, where you didn't do the rest of the interviews in the end. Did it end on good terms, or where
Yeah, me and Apex are on pretty good terms.
Yeah. Well, that's always the best way to be, because I don't know. I'm always on the fence about everything, and I don't really see bad in many people. I mean, I always say with the situation that's going on now that he's just got caught in a bad situation. I mean, it can resolve itself.
To expose them for many months now, since a lot of people got his info, they're trying to use that to expose him. And for some reason, that's kind of creating him having a lot more span of haters, I guess.
Yeah. Well, anything like that, where you're attracting attention, like you're always going to get the haters anyway, and you're going to get the people making videos that say, it's fake, blah, blah, blah. I mean, initially when I did it, I did videos that basically, were reacting to his and just saying it was fake. And that was it.
It's just when they share that, like, his don't want to be seen, or I even think I saw somebody saying like the state he lived in or something.
Yeah, but he kind of.
I don't think that's right, but saying your opinion, saying I believe this is fake, or I disagree with this. Yeah, I'm fully for that.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, I've like in recent days, I've lost my temper with him. And there's been a couple of videos where I've addressed him by his real name. But it depends on the situation. Because he was, threatening to sue me. So I haven't taken the video down, but I guess I've left it private. Because in some ways he's just got caught in a bad situation. For me, that's what I think. But I just really wish he didn't strike the channel. He should have just came to me and said...
I don't know if it was his doing or not. It could have been...
Well, it could have been somebody that works within his... group that maybe done it, but I don't know. I don't know directly if it was him. He did admit to it happening, but he didn't admit to him doing it. Because when you go to the copyright strike, it says manual detection by ApexTV, blah 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 blah. I'm not giving out his email address because I'm not allowed to do that either. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, with saying his name and stuff, like, I've always, I think he trusted that and never say it, so I try and...
Yeah, you try not to say it.
Or, anything he told me, he's told me much, but anything he told me, I just, out of respect of him, I try to keep that private myself. So, I hope he's not mad at me in this video, but,
Well, if you get a direct message shouting at you, you know you've pissed him off. I mean, again, I don't see him as a bad bloke. He's got caught in a bad situation. And it's unfortunate that people did know more, but in a way, he trusted too many people. He trusted too many people with information he should have just kept quiet about.
Well, I think he like that playlist or that video relevant for him. He probably, just forgot about it at the time.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He posted on the internet where, nothing's permanently...
Nothing's permanently gone. It's like...
The internet,
There's always a residue of something somewhere.
Delete things. They're deleted for a reason, I guess. And
yeah.
Like when you're kind of showing a guy's face, like, just saying false stuff just by like, well, some might be true stuff.
Yeah, yeah. But we're not trying to get that out of you. Like, we just wanted your, what goes on. We're not trying to, badmouth Apex. We're not trying to get you to say things that, that you don't want to say. Do you know what I mean? We're quite open to, if you're all format, we're all behind this interview. It's fine, It's all good.
And I hope this channel, lasts for quite a bit.
I mean, like I've said to many others, right? I wouldn't want to see his channel die because it's a brand that he made, right? It's a brand he made, and I'm not, because he thinks I'm conspiring with others to, bring him down, which isn't the case. All I really want him to do is just put a disclaimer on his videos. This may be for entertainment purposes only.
That's what I was thinking. Like, I've always wondered, about opinions and stuff. It would be equally as entertaining if you just put that at the beginning of his videos, even if they're not believable as they once were.
Yeah, because if you look at it in reality, right, if you put entertainment warning, it would pretty much be the case that even if they were fake, right, he could get away with it. He could get away with it easily because it would have an entertainment only, and it would be down to the audience to actually decide rather than, him knowing certain parts, if you know what I mean. That's what I think on it. Because then it would be easier for him.
There's been a lot of younger viewers lately, boards, and they've been seeing some threats and stuff like that.
Kids,
and
what?
I don't know, if those are sincere or not. So that's
well, if it's kids though, you kind of have to just ignore them, because if it is kids, then they're not going to hurt anyone. They just want, attention. I mean, how many times I've lost count of how many times I've had somebody say, "Oh, you're a fat whatever. You're a fat this. You're a fat that." And it's mostly from kids. So I mean, but if you look on the other side of the coin, though, because he's attracting that sort of crowd, it's kind of, they're impressionable. So he kind of has to think about that. If You know what I mean? You have to think about that. You have to think about kids.
Yeah, he probably, gets the majority of criticism.
Yeah.
But, I'm not too sure.
Hold on a sec. There's something in the chat. Matt is a kid himself, along with Noah. Hopefully, they get out of this before it blows up in their face. Huh? Who knows? Who knows? That was just from Brian in the chat.
I think kids. I think that video. I think that was on Weird Entertainment, or it was on the server. I don't know if he posted it yet. A few years ago, I think he was, quite a bit younger, but I think he's a probably adult in his mid to late 20s. I'm not sure,
Yeah. I don't want you to give out numbers. Don't give out numbers because
age or anything.
Yeah, I don't want you to give out numbers. And it's not just that. Like, if, for example, we were to give out ages, then you know, I could get done because Apex will say, well, you gave out this, and I don't want you to give out ages or anything.
I hope you get no what's the word, like, more strikes against you. I don't know how YouTube works though.
I hope not. I hope not. But I mean, we're not mentioning anything personal, but I mean, let's hope he can come back from. Let's hope he can come back from this, and kind of be, use it as a learning curve. Think about what he's doing, and maybe use, because there's also, I think there's the issue about the super chats, about asking questions. I think maybe you can use it in a better productive way, if you know what I mean. Like, he can turn the channel from being something that's dying, because he told me about it. He said he was doing top 5 videos or top 10 videos. You know what I'm talking about. Like,
I think the super chats, like, that's not really, his doing. That's kind of their doing, even though,
yeah,
he gets a little, it's kind of like giving him a tip, it's kind of like tipping a waiter, if you have good service.
Yeah, I was going to say that. But maybe because he was telling me that he done top 10 videos, top 5 videos, and he said, he said the channel was dying. And I even said to him, I said, look, even if this is fake, I said, I don't really care, as long as you're not really hurting anyone. You're not really hurting, like, frauding people or whatever. That's what I meant.
I've personally always been skeptical, but I've always loved his videos. Like, I've been watching his videos since 2015, and I think they're great.
Yeah. I mean, I don't deny that, because he puts a lot of work into them, but he has a great business mind.
Work ethic.
Yeah, great work ethic, great business mind, that, he can just put his hand to something and it will take off, and that's a good thing to have. But I just think the whole time travel thing, maybe it got a bit out of hand, if you know what I mean. It was something that worked for him.
I think, maybe they started doing only that sort of content. And, when you do one content, like one type of content, it's boring or anything. But if you try something else, you probably get less criticism, in my opinion. But that's what I would think.
Yeah. There is another question, but I can't say the name. But the skeptic that normally comes onto the channel, would you know anything about them? I think you know who I'm talking about, but I'm not allowed to say the name.
Yeah, he's a really good guy. I think pretty good questions, but
yeah.
good. It kind of shows how the channel is very diverse and has, people on that have all their own different opinions. And
yeah. I mean, it's good to have that catch-22, if you know what I mean. Like, you got one side for one and one side for the other. Because if it's all going one way, then it just looks like, oh, you know, if you're against us, we're just going to chuck you out, kind of thing.
And what I like about it is, like, you know, if you give your opinion, it's not like they're going to, well, I guess not up until now, but, you know.
Yeah. Not till now.
On the channel, you know, like, if you're skeptical and you give your opinion, you know, he might like your comment and you'll say thanks for your opinion, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he used to. I think he still does. I think he's taken some people a bit personal. So,
I think it's more server moderation because, you know, the server gets bigger and, like, if they get a lot of spam.
Yeah.
But still, yeah.
Well, one last question on that. You wouldn't know if they were personal friends, say, off of the internet. That's not me saying it. That's in the chat, by the way. You don't have to answer any of these questions if you don't want to. You just say you don't want to, and then we move on. You know what I mean?
Oh, were you asking if he was a personal friend of mine?
No, personal. So the skeptic we were talking about, you wouldn't know if they were a personal friend of ApexTV's off of the internet. You wouldn't know.
And, like, I did hear the moderators, like, go hang out somewhere. I forgot where it was. Like,
yeah.
I mean, so that's probably other than that, probably not.
Yeah. So, would you know anything about the situation that's happened recently in terms of? So we've got. He was on about. This is another one in the chat, by the way. This isn't me. I'm just asking questions that we get in the chat. Jigsaw, aka Roman. So, what do you know? What happened in that regard? Did they have a falling out, or do you not know?
Well, I think ever since the information was leaked on other Discords, well, you know, I don't want, you know, as much attention as as Noah did. So I guess I'll just, you know, bring out my true information, which I think was a pretty bold move because a lot of travelers, time traveling, well, you know, the people on the
yeah, I mean, it's
people that are on there do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that, you know, you've come on here and because we're not hassling you to tell us information, but we just wanted another side to the story. Like, we wanted to know, you know, how Apex deals with things, you know, how is he as a person to you, like, you know, all that good stuff. And it's quite good that we've got like another side of the coin, so to speak. You know, and it's good that you see that there's still good vibes there, and, you know, you still see him as a good guy, you know?
I mean, even if his, you know, his content is, you know, whatever you believe of it, real, fake, you know.
Yeah.
Most content, it's very interesting to watch.
Yeah.
There's a lot of creativity put into it, so I definitely check it out, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still subscribed to him, and I think he's still subscribed to me. I think probably won't be after this one, but even though there's nothing bad been said, but I honestly, we just wanted another side of the coin. I mean, it's a good learning experience, whatever way we look at it. You know, not only for us, for Apex TV as well. You know, he's had a learning curve not to really tell people much information. if you know what I mean, and not to agree to certain things. Because we were supposed to have an interview. I don't know whether you were privy to that information. I don't think you knew about that, because we were supposed to have an interview with Roman, and we basically, I was told that Apex never looked at it because of the questions we were asking. So I guess in a way for him, you know, it was a move that he said, well, they're going to be asking too many questions. So, you know, for his business, because that's what essentially it is, that he didn't take it on. So, but other than that, is there anything you want to add? Like anything you want to say? Like anything, you know?
Well, you know, the main thing I'm worried about with the whole recent disaster that's kind of happened on Discord was the whole, think it's a good idea spamming somebody's personal info to.
Yeah, that's right.
People threatening him, you know.
Yeah.
And you never know if they're like actually sincere. Actually, are pretty messed up. So.
Yeah. Yeah, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna end the interview soon, because I've taken up like 45 minutes of your time, no, nearly an hour now, and is there anything we've missed? Is there anything that you can kind of say that we've missed out? Anything, or have we hit everything that you believe? Do you think we've hit everything, or have you got anything else to add? Not about the recent incident, but maybe anything that you can remember throughout the time? No. Well, that's all right then.
I guess we already people for their opinions, but other than that, I think it's all good. So.
Yeah. Like I say, this was never to be malicious to Apex TV. I think it's nice to get different sides of the opinions and to see what the insider values are of Apex TV, if you know what I mean. And obviously you would know about that. So we respect you for coming on, dude, and thanks for listening to me ramble and question your head off. Thanks to the chat as well for coming along. So we're gonna go, and I will see you guys later. I am going.